All right. Um, Hello and welcome back to my channel. Let's quickly review some analysis we did last week. So last week we were actually calling the dollar to go higher, and it actually went higher. But first, it consolidated for some days, and then went higher on Friday. It went higher on Friday. All right, so we're actually looking for this high to be taken, but it has not been taken yet. So maybe this week we might see this high taken. Let's check for the Euro USD. All right, so for the Euro USD, we're actually calling for this to go lower before buying, and again, this is what it actually did. So market came, went higher to um this area, taking out some stops from this area, taking out some liquidity from this area, and then came down. So it actually went to the direction we want it to go. I think also on Friday, that's when this also occurred. All right, and so right now, all right, let's check for the Euro USD, GBP USD, what it did during the week. Alright, so for this, I actually said I wasn't convinced about this pair because it was consolidating, but although I wanted to take it higher, I wanted to also um, buy this pair, this GBP USD. So, and I said that I wanted to come to this particular price point, this particular area, then I'll see the buy. So it actually sold to this particular area, taking out some liquidity and then but it did not actually buy in the way I wanted it to. So on Friday it fell again. So I didn't take this trade. I didn't take this trade. Alright, so but it's also nice to see the way we wanted this pair to behave actually behave. Alright, so let's look at the Euro GBP. Okay. Alright, so this is actually what we were expecting this pair to do. We actually said once the market open, we want to see price come down to actually take out this low. But I also say that it might come down a little bit, maybe to this halfway point. Then I see it buy from there. And that is what it actually did. It actually came here, did not take out this low, and then bought. And then on Friday, we also saw this selling, which I did not actually participate on. Okay, so I think now the last one is think gold. Alright, so gold, we're actually looking for this to actually sold to this particular point. So the market opened, trade a little bit, and then sold even with this week to this particular point we're expecting, and they wanted the markets to go higher, but it didn't. On Friday again, it also sold. So that's that. So now what are we going to be looking for this particular week? So looking at the dollar pair, um let's see the weekly. All right, so for the weekly, we are still ultimately looking for this low to be taken, this particular low to be taken. But first, this market should buy up to this particular price point, this particular area right here, this order block, and then first see it coming down. So on the daily, what can we expect? All right, so we can expect this low, this high. Can expect this high to be raided. So we can expect this high and then this high to be raided before we see the downward movement. So for this week, I will also be looking to buy to sell this particular market. Okay, so now we have two scenarios here. If the market opens, taking out this last week high and then this other last 2 weeks high, then I'll be looking for the market to trade downwards to maybe this area right here, or particularly this area, this price points right here at 1990 right here. All right, that's what I'll be expecting. Or the market could just trade downwards to this particular price points, so come back to this particular area and then from there resume the buy to this zone. All right, and with that information, we look for the, let's take out this, so with that information, we will look for these markets to either open trades to this particular price point, this particular area right here, then continue selling downwards, or market opens alright, so it's already taking out this high. Alright, so market opens, come down to this particular OB right here and then go up to take out this low, this high. That's what I'll be looking for this Euro USD. But ultimately, I want it to actually trade downwards to this particular price point before trade upwards to this particular area before trading downwards, taking out this entire low and also this low. So next to look at, alright, so that is let's look at this. Okay, we are still looking for this to go higher. We're still looking for this to actually go higher. So once the market opens, market trades down, take out the low and then go higher, taking out this high, and perhaps this high. Alright, so you are still looking to buy, this pair up. Okay, so next is USD CAD. Alright, so USD CAD, we're also calling this to go higher, which is what it is, taking out this low. So we'll still be looking for this to actually come back a little bit to this point, to this area, and then we also buy it up to take out this high right here, this particular high right here, taking out this high. All right, so that's what we'll be looking to see. And then we look for gold. Gold, we are still calling gold to go higher. market opens, trade down, taking out this low, coming to this OB, and then go higher, taking out these highs, and ultimately this high. So we are still looking for goals to go higher. All right, so that's the market outlook we will be looking. So we are not just bent on our bias. So during the week, once the market open again, I like to study on the Monday, and maybe if I see some favorable trade, I take. Okay, but on Tuesday and Wednesday is what I'll be really looking out for. So we might actually also change our bias depending on what the market showed us. But for now, this is the probability of trade we can actually look for. All right, so trade very carefully this week and have a great week ahead. All right.